what's stronger than a hurricane. I would give it all, I would give it away. I don't do things for the thrill of it, what I don't wanna see. I don't let it in. I would push it all, I would push it away. Didn't wanna feel, I would go through the motions, never take a breath. I was focused on hoping what I would give to forget. And I don't wanna wait, I don't wanna waste more time standing on the edge, watching stars as they pass by. What I would give to forget. And I just wanna feel again. And I just wanna feel again. And I just wanna feel again. When I used to always mess it up, I'm trying to teach myself that I can learn to love if I can see it through. I know that I can be strong. It's not easy, always living lies and just looking in from the outside. Maybe it's a sign if I read it right. Now it's my time. Didn't wanna feel, I would go through the motions, focused on hoping what I would give to forget. And I don't wanna wait, I don't wanna waste more time standing on the edge, watching stars as they pass by. What I would give to forget. And I just wanna feel again.
Yo guys, what's up? We are back again with a new gameplay, Hogwarts Legacy, and आज है day 2. Let's see आज क्या क्या करते हैं हम लोग. चलो फिर आओ गेम में चले. इसमें क्या चल रहा है? ये गेम अल्ट्रा पे क्यों चल रहा है पता नहीं. छोड़ो. मिशंस कर. ठीक है वाह. शिश गेम क्रैश कर गया गाइस. रुक जाओ. नहीं क्रैश क्यों कर गया था? एक बार गाइस रीस्टार्ट कर लेते हैं गेम को। एक बार रीस्टार्ट कर लेते हैं गेम को। ब्लैक स्क्रीन, अरे ब्लैक स्क्रीन है, थोड़ा रीस्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं गेम इसीलिए। गेम इज बीइंग रीस्टार्टेड माय फ्रेंड, इसीलिए आपको ब्लैक स्क्रीन दिख रही है। अभी ठीक हो जाएगा ब्लैक स्क्रीन। पिंगाडियम लेवियोसा। तुम्हारे भाई ने आज 2K में स्ट्रीम करा है, देखते हैं कैसा दिखता है। Perfect. Now let's go to the location. रास्ता कितना चाहिए इधर से?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Yo. और जाओ, मुझे जाने दो. मुझे किसी से मिलना है.
Revelio.
ऊपर है कुछ. ओह, बच गया. ये क्या जगह है भाई? ओह शीश, क्या ही गार्डन है भाई.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
क्लास अटेंड करते हैं. तुम्हारी आवाज कम आ रही है. रुको. अब सही आ रही है
Good
आवाज?
morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful
Hello,
it is to
hello.
see you
How are you?
again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
कोई आवाज सुन के बता, आवाज सही आ रही है कि नहीं?
Hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
थोड़ी और बढ़ाऊं.
How thrilling it is to have
Wait.
everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
हेलो, अब सही आवाज. हेलो हेलो.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with
Hello,
the
hello. अब सही आ
mellifluous
रही है
tuber
आवाज?
known as the mandrake root. Accio,
अब सही आ रही होगी आवाज.
let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
अच्छा, ये चीखने वाले
Now,
पेड़ है. हाँ,
everyone,
चीखने वाले पेड़.
grip the mandrake by the tendrils and give it
चलो
a
भाई,
firm
खींच.
tug.
खींच इसको.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
तो ये सही आ रही है ना आवाज? एक बार सुन के बता.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy, or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Select the available seed. हाँ कर दिया. चलो इसको तो nominate लगेगा अभी.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
कैबेज निकालना है मुझे. किधर है भाई कैबेज? Attack the target dummy.
Leviosa.
गायब होके मारूंगा अपने इसके.
Protego. Accio. Leviosa. I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot.
अबे
Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
निकाल तो दिए भाई. जो कैबेज यहाँ कुछ तो है ही नहीं. इसकी बात कर रहा है क्या ये? कैबेज है कहाँ? लेकिन कैबेज तो निकाल दिए हम. तो भाई कैबेज निकाल दिए भाई हम. चलो कैबेज निकल गया है. चलिए.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
ओह अच्छा अच्छा यहाँ पर कुछ करना है हमको. रुको. ये रहे. Chomping cabbage. I need to select chomping cabbage for my tool. Oh, so where the fuck is this tool? Oh, अच्छा.
Look at that. They're chomping anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in
सब
tatters.
कैबेज छोड़ दूंगा मैं, सब कैबेज छोड़ दूंगा.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
हाँ भाई, point तो है. कुछ कैबेजेस अगर मैं रख लूँ,
I suppose they could
काम
prove
तो
useful
आ
outside of
जाएगा
the greenhouse.
Point
Nothing wrong
तो
with a bit of
है.
backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
अरे मेरे को और चाहिए थे, इनको उठाते कैसे हैं? ओए तुम्हें उठाऊं कैसे? ठीक है भाई सब.
Revelio.
चलो कोई नहीं. वैसे भी क्लास ही जाना है अपने को. यहाँ तो रास्ता नहीं दिखा रहा है ब्रो. कैसे जाऊँ? ऊपर से रास्ता होगा शायद.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr.
अभी हो
Clopton.
ही रहा है भाई. ये कितना टाइम लेगा भाई?
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
बिल्कुल Professor, I will come. Don't problem. No problem with that.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damn
2 मिनट है
hearing.
वैसे इसको. ठीक है, छोड़ो. ये गार्डन तो भाई ये क्या साकुरा ट्री है भाई, मजेदार. ओह यहाँ पर छोटा सा फाउंटेन टाइप से. तो और भी पेड़ होंगे शायद, तो उठाता हूँ, देखता हूँ. अरे हाँ, इतना पानी था, ये तो मुझे एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था वैसे.
I'm glad I don't have to stay in the
Never
castle
mind.
for holiday.
चलो अब कहाँ कौन सी क्लास है? Now this class. ये में भी क्लास अटेंड करना पड़ रहा है, बताओ क्या ही बोलूँ भाई.
I suppose. What am I missing?
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld
Professor
potion
Snape
can be
का
used
वो
to
है भाई ये.
sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wig and Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
चलो भाई पोशन बनाते हैं.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
कुछ तो बना रहे हैं भाई. कुछ तो भयंकर ही बना रहे हैं. ये मेरे पास ही आएगा लग रहा है. यहाँ जीजी हो गया है.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Skill है भाई. luck क्यों बोल रहा है भाई? हेलो.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
हो गया भाई. बदमाश है हम.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Only 1 million.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Nope.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Fuck off. I can't help you.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
My Wig and Weld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin.
अब मुझे किसके क्लास में जाना है? पहले पोशन. Collect Edwiner eggs. Eggs collect करने. ऑफिस किधर है इसका?
Keep your potion station. Your potion should not be that colored. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
28 सेकंड वेट करना पड़ेगा.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Indian.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shah is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
ये क्या एक्सीडेंट था भाई इसका?
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Professor Sharp.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gary.
कौन सा क्लास है?
Pinches of Angelica or 3?
Oh dear, I shall get
Rebellion.
in trouble for this.
Protego!
शायद लोमोस से कुछ होगा.
Protego! Lumos!
लोमोस से तो कुछ नहीं हुआ भाई.
Incendio!
I really have made a mess of things.
ओए, हेल्थ गई मैं इसकी.
Revelio!
Black noticed the scuff on his shoe the other day.
Incendio!
What is he look like, Professor Weasley or Professor Hecketmore? Hackett.
Revelio!
इधर से जाना था ना.
It's about time Hogwarts put someone like Black.
मैं गलत रास्ता तो नहीं आ गया? शायद गलत रास्ता आ गया मैं। अच्छा ऊपर जाने का रास्ता है इधर से। बहुत दूर बुला लिया इसने।
Revelio.
यार वो उड़ने वाला झाड़ू अगर मिल जाए तो मजा ही आ जाएगा। चल चल के भाई कहाँ से कहाँ आ गया भाई मैं।
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
कुछ डेंजरस नहीं है भाई, चिल मारो।
It is good to see.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way! Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You're gonna regret coming here.
Protego! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
आजा भाई तेरा ही तो वेट था तेरा ही तो वेट कर रहा था मैं आजा
Yo there! Stop! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you. Incendio!
You'll take this student off of my dead body!
Protego!
Novice luck.
That's just careful! Reductor! Not so tough now, are ya?
ये रुक जा तेरा फुर्ती डालता हूँ मैं एक सेकंड
Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
Incendio! Accio!
अब अब तेरे को बताता हूँ मैं अब तेरे को बता तेरी
Accio!
First duty, just. Is that the reductor? Fair luck.
क्या बोल रहा था क्या था तेरा साड़ी ज़्यादा बोलेगी हो गया भूत निकल गया तुम्हारा
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
कोई बात नहीं
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were...
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya?
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these fires.
Incendio! The flames make the pyre sink. Accio! Incendio!
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
कोई पैटर्न है इसका.
Accio! Incendio!
Man, yes, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised. On.
Potato! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio!
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Accio! Potato!
An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Potato!
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time.
Incendio!
Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling. I won't rest.
Potato!
Someone thinks they can me.
Incendio! Incendio!
No!
How many of you are there?
One less shooter to worry about.
Potato! Incendio!
I'll get you. Not so well. Why can't I hit you? Oh, I should have been so death.
Potato!
Get accustomed to that.
तेरे को तो उठा उठा के
Accio! Incendio!
explain the stench. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Protego!
Oh, that was meant for me?
A miss! You are terribly outmatched.
Prepare to surrender now. Losing your stride.
Protego!
Much too slow.
I feel as though you're not...
Ha! Not quick enough.
You're so...
Ranrock will lead us to victory!
थोड़ा सा हेल्थ रिकवर करने दो. करते करते हेल्थ रिकवर हो जा.